What up, what up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you with some daily news. It is Friday, November 21st, week 12. Sit back and relax. We're going position by position. We are starting with the QBs. Jackson Dart is out another week. Jameis Winston is making his second start in a row. Joe Burrow, he's been practicing all week. We don't know if he's going to play, but be paying attention. They have to activate him by Saturday, 4 p.m. East Coast time. Dylan Gabriel, still in concussion protocol. We already know that Shador is going to start. Yes, buckle up, baby. Aaron Rodgers gets in a limited practice on Friday. He's officially questionable. Flacco got in a full go at practice. So if Joe Burrow's not playing, it will be Flacco, but we're going to be having to pay attention to this until tomorrow. Yes, and Lamar Jackson, no injury designation leading into the game. And that's what we want to hear because he's about to go crazy on those goddamn Jets.
The goddamn Jets.
Okay, let's jump over to the running backs. We're starting off with Josh Jacobs. Limited in practice, officially questionable for this week's game. Yuck. Bucky Irving has been ruled out for the week. They say he may come back next week. I will not hold my breath. Isaiah Pacheco ruled out for week 12, so another week of Kareem Hunt being the number one, even though it's been very blah. Travis Homer and Roshan Johnson will both miss week 12. Samaje Perine officially doubtful for week 12. Ramondre Stevenson gets a full go at practice, but they say he is still questionable. So something that you got to pay attention to on Sunday morning. Now, this one I do not like. Ken Walker was added to the injury report as of today and is questionable for Sunday's game. Man, that is bullshit. For the Jags, both ETN and Tootin have both been cleared for week 12. Oh, and I just said we need to be paying attention for Ken Walker, but I got a follow-up piece of news here saying that he is expected to play. Jaylen Warren, full go at practice, does not have an injury designation. This kind of goes against what Mike Tomlin was saying on Wednesday, how he was expected to play on Sunday. They expect him to be limited. So I don't know. I wouldn't really be expecting that. But Rodgers, he's the questionable one, and I feel like if there's no Rodgers, I'd be very nervous about Warren in general. And that's all for the running backs. Wide receiver talk. Here we go. Let's start off with Chris Godwin, who is trending towards playing. Yes, we're going to have to be paying attention all the way until Sunday. They play in the Sunday night game, so let's hope that we get some kind of information about him starting or being expected to play or something of that nature. Rashad Bateman, still not practicing. Jaden Reed returns to practice, opening up his 21-day window. There we go. A.O. Manor, he is out for this week. Drake London, he is out for this week. Darius Slayton, he is back. No injury designation going into week 12. Still very nervous about playing him because Jameis Winston didn't look all that good last week.
Let's go. That's a W. Let's eat one.
For the Packers, Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs, both good to go for week 12. But Torrey Horton here's a who, is out for this week. Brian Thomas is out for this week. Igbuka is good to go for this week. Jaden Reed, he's officially not returning in week 12. They already ruled him out, but within a week or two, he could be back. And that is it for the wide receivers. Let's get over to the tight ends, and not a lot of news over here. Sam Laporta, they say there's a very slim chance that he returns this year. David Njoku back at practice. And David Njoku is actually cleared for this week as well. David Njoku is back at practice, and he has been cleared for week 12 to play. For the Jags, Hunter Long will not play, and Strange is still questionable. He's still on IR, so he hasn't even been activated. Kind of like the same thing as Burrow. We got to be paying attention to see if he is activated somewhere on Saturday. And that's actually it for the tight ends.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out.
Let's move over to the IDPs. And first thing I see, Micah Parsons, good to go for Sunday. Samson Ebukam avoids an injury designation. Full go in practice. Trey Hendrickson ruled out. Man, this guy cannot stay on the field. Zach Harrison out for week 12. Leonard Floyd is questionable, but there is a possibility that he could return this week, they say. Alex Wright for the Browns, recently off of his new signed contract. He is out for Sunday. And that's all we got as of now. I wish we had more news about guys like Max Crosby. How about for the defensive tackles? Let's see if we got anything. DeForest Buckner, they say the coach is optimistic about his return for this year. I mean, he's a big piece of that defense. That's pretty much it for the DTs. How about for the LBs? Quay Walker is doubtful for Sunday. Edrin Cooper is a full go, so I'm assuming he's good to go for this week. How about Jonathan Grenard, questionable for this week? Noah Sewell, he is not going to play Sunday, just like TJ Edwards is not going to be playing on Sunday, just like Tremaine Edmonds is not going to be playing on Sunday. Bro, who are the Bears going to deploy at linebacker? I have no idea, but because of that, I mean, we gotta like the Steelers running backs, right? Like, who are they even going to be playing in the middle of the field? Hassan Reddick will not play this week. And a follow-up for last night, Terrell Bernard, who left the game early. It was his elbow that he got ruled out for in the game. So just a follow-up to that. It sucked. How about cornerbacks? Let's see any cornerback news. Kassan Nixon ready to go for Sunday. Nate Hobbs is out for Sunday. Cam Taylor-Britt placed on IR, another Bengal down. Kyler Gordon for the Bears could return this week. D. Alford cleared to return for week 12. Charvarius Ward clears concussion protocol. That's another guy back for the Colts. Jamel Dean is out for the Bucks. Paulson Adebo is missing again, dude. And that is it for the cornerbacks. How about safeties? Javon Bullard for the Packers. No injury designation. Tyler Nubin, they say, could return on Sunday. He's listed as questionable right now. Xavier Woods.
Give it to you.
He will not play Sunday. Dang, still haven't heard about Brian Branch or Kirby Joseph just yet. Kyle Hamilton, we haven't heard about him. Jaquan Brisker was a full go on Thursday. Yeah, it is ugly. We're going to have to be paying attention. Kobe Bryant did end up on the injury report, but he was a full go yesterday. And that's going to wrap it up for all the defense. Make sure that you follow on YouTube or wherever else you are watching, and make sure that you go to Fantasy Football Hustler and you go follow me everywhere, including Patreon. You want to be a part of our private community. It's the dopest one around. You get into leagues, you get advice. There's a whole bunch of experiences that I'm hosting all throughout the year, and nobody hosts more drafts than me throughout the 365 days of the year, because when it comes to offseason, NFL playoffs, we got drafts. So make sure you are here, and we will see you next time.
This is for all you people out there that drafted every motherfucker that's out for the season. How could it be? He stubbed his toe on the couch and now he's on the IR. Paper cut, he goes ouch, and yep, he's on the IR. Laser pointer in the eye and my star's on the IR. Ate too much Taco Bell and he's back on the IR. Well, that one I understand. These stars, they aren't even injury prone, but they're breaking every single effing bone. Tearing ligaments I didn't know existed.